important for Carla Berube and the Tigers. Game's opening tip is controlled by Olivia Hutcherson, and we are underway. One of the most anticipated games in the Ivy League all season long. Harvard at 12-1. And the Tigers turn it over on their first possession.
Princeton has to work through that defensive pressure that Harvard will put on them constantly.
Expect to see quite a bit of press from Harvard today. This is Harmony Turner, defended by Fatima Tall, and ELENA Rodriguez, defended by Hutcherson. Hatira, the first-year point guard, has the first points of the day for the Crimson.
Great job using a little bit of a mismatch size advantage over Ashley Chia.
Chia breaks the timeline with 1 second to spare. Chia directing traffic, screen roll game with Fatima Tall. She draws 2. Glenn Bello nearly took it away. 3 on the timer. A blocked shot at the rim by Rodriguez.
Once again, just a great defensive stand there by Harvard.
Turner sees a crowd. That's part of the keys for Princeton in this game, to make sure no easy touches for Harmony Turner. It's ELENA Rodriguez with size on Chia, and she scores it.
So second score, Ashley Chia ended up switching onto a player, and Harvard was able to convert and get a couple of buckets.
Look at the handles from Parker Hill.
She's impressive.
Around the back? Are you kidding me?
Does it all.
Here's Hutcherson. Dribbled it again. That may have been a double dribble. 7 on the shot clock. Chia was blocked. Turner breaks out of the pack. Numbers for Harvard. Harmony Turner had it knocked away. Good hands from Hutcherson.
On the other end, that's a win.
Gabby Anderson hounding Fatima Tall. Here comes the double. Foul is called. It's on Anderson.
That pressure that we will be talking about all game.
Off the inbound, it's loose on the floor. Anderson, the first one to the floor. Possession arrow pointing in Harvard's direction.
We're only a couple of minutes in, but if they can keep this up, it's going to be really challenging for Princeton to just get their feet under them.
It's the length across all 5 positions that are key to this Harvard defense. The shortest starter is Turner at 5'10". Hatira comes to get it. Rodriguez spinning on Tall, and ELENA Rodriguez is 2 for 2.
What a beautiful spin move by Rodriguez. Made it look easy.
Belker, what a find. Parker Hill has the first points for Princeton.
First points for Princeton come on a pretty highlight play. Belker with the dime.
Belker, a breakout sophomore campaign, is Harvard issue. She's also got the brace on her left knee today. Sat out the game against Lemoyne on New Year's Eve, but since the injury to Madison St. Rose, Maria Sky Belker
ready to go. She did tweak that ankle again a week ago, but that's the nice thing about the Ivy League. You get a few days of rest in between games, and both of these teams are not worrying about classes at the moment, so this is kind of the perfect time for this matchup between student athletes.
7 on the shot clock. Parker Hill with the left hand. That is the key to Princeton's offense this year. Hill and Tabia Monze together at that 5 spot. Both of them outstanding with the ball in their hands offensively.
Parker Hill building on that career-high 18-point and career-high 9-rebound performance a week ago.
Turner's first look is off the mark. Glenn Bellows chased off the 3-point line.
Just got called for an extra step.
Different types of full-court pressure. That's what we can expect to see from Harvard today. Turner nearly came up with it. Princeton just breaks in time.
And the trouble with this press is not just getting through it, but once you do get over the half-court line, you're well into the shot clock, and everything just becomes a little bit more rushed.
Tall missed it. Hutcherson with the putback for Princeton. We're tied at 6.
That's a winning play for Hutcherson. It's not always going to be pretty, but it's got to be gritty, and she's down there to clean things up.
Hutcherson has the assignment on Harmony Turner right now for Princeton. Turner steps back for three. That's no good. Offensive rebound, Gabby Anderson. Junior guard, originally from Columbus, Ohio. She had 20 in the season opening win over UMass, which I think was a pretty good indication of how good this Harvard team is. Fadima Tall breaks the trap. Hutcherson on the baseline. That's good.
I was impressed with Fadima Tall's ball handling that time. We talked about Parker Hill before. These Princeton players, very versatile.
Sanaya Glenbello comes to get it. That's for three and left it short. Turner has an offensive rebound. Foul against Princeton. Great program to new heights. Highest net ranking in program history this year. They're number 36 entering play today. They've received votes in the AP's top 25 poll for 7 consecutive weeks. First time in program history. Katie Krupa is in the game for the Crimson. Shot clock is at 5. Rodriguez against Tall. No good. Hutcherson wins the battle for the rebound. Princeton is happy to have Fadima Tall initiate their offense. She's truly a guard in a post player's body.
I know, and that's what I was saying before. Just when you look at her size, her ball handling ability, her ability to stretch the floor, put up shots from three, like right here.
Rebounded by Harmony Turner. Probably the leading candidate for the Ivy League's Player of the Year award. 3-ball up for Rocco, and that's good. That's exactly what Elena Rocco does. First-year guard off the bench from Pittsburgh.
Turner's going to draw a lot of attention, so her ability to find the open teammate is going to be crucial. Rocco, the best three-point shooter on Harvard, able to knock it down.
There's one major departure. Lola Mullaney, one of the great three-point shooters in program history, but everybody else on the roster, a year more experienced. All those reps they got as first year and as sophomore players under Carrie Moore and her staff are really starting to pay off for them.
Another year with the core playing together. You're right, Carla noting the experience as the main factor. And
Turner, Hatsira, Rodriguez, this is Krupa, and Glenbello, the 5 for Harvard to start the second quarter. Turner comes to get it, defended by Hutcherson. The kick out, Elena Rodriguez, that's a 2. Rebound is won by Turner, no good. Glenbello breaks out with it. Another opportunity for the Crimson. Turner, Glenbello to the baseline, Sanaya Glenbello scores it.
And why does that basket happen? Because of the offensive rebounding ability of Harvard, just fighting for those boards.
Nice adjustment by Princeton against that full court pressure. We're bringing a player down the sideline and putting it into a point guard's hand, Christina Perella in this case. Chia, Hill, what a connection they have created between each other. Parker Hill, one of the most efficient scorers in the country, top 10 in the nation in effective field goal percentage, 3 for 3 to start her afternoon.
Yeah, 73% shooting on the season for Parker Hill, just absolutely outstanding. And
career high 7 last Saturday against Cornell. Rodriguez denied at the rim. I think that was Perella on the backside. The outlet pass, dangerous. It's on
ball, but we've seen the scoring, but we've also seen these gritty plays.
Tall, smart decision. Princeton running a little bit of offense. Parker Hill's got a mismatch in the post. Can the Tigers find the mismatch? It is Hutcherson after the terrific catch. We've got a foul on the shot. 0 for 2 for Hutcherson at the stripe.
About 67% free throw shooter on the season.
Hatsira calls her own number, and Hutcherson skies to the rafters for the rebound that had it knocked away. Hill throws it away inside. Fresh possession for Harvard. Turner crossing, runs into a crowd, and she travels.
Although she's been doing the bothering herself as well on the defensive end, so it goes both ways.
Boy, this pressure is a problem right now for Princeton. Tigers able to break it. Belker skips it to Fadima Tall, putting it on the deck against Turner. Tall steps through and scores with the left hand.
That was such an impressive play by Fadima Tall, just again showcasing that versatility, faking the jump shot, which she's more than capable of making, but putting it on the deck and just using her athleticism to score with ease.
Glenn Bello, no good, off the back of the rim. A foul against Harvard on the rebound. And to do it with your offhand?
Yeah.
I mean, come on. Rodriguez broke it up. Hill recovers. Chia settles for Princeton.
Harvard just expending so much energy on the defensive end. I think they're deep enough to withstand that as the game goes on, though.
Shot clock at 5. Chia shakes free of Glenn Bello. Missed it. Rodriguez the rebounds. Off and running are Harvard. 10 straight wins for them. Hutcherson knocked that one away. It's into ELENA Rodriguez. At 6'2", she's got such a great ability to put the ball on the floor. A foul is called. Looking for an explanation.
I think she was saying how, and I kind of have the same question.
Tall picks up her dribble. Nowecki breaks the pressure. Ahead to Amanze. She scores it.
Right there, that is the key. That was perfect execution of breaking the Harvard press.
Glenn Bello. Chia saved it, but she was out of bounds.
Harvard only shooting 35% from the floor right now, as compared to 59% for Princeton.
Turner missed.
And sometimes when you finally get space, it's tough to get into a rhythm. And there is a bucket.
Gabby Anderson back on the floor for the Crimson. Held to just 2 points to this point in the second quarter. Here's ELENA Rodriguez. The kick out, Turner.
I thought that pass was a bit forced by Rodriguez.
Rodriguez fakes out the D, but can't score it. On the runner, Amanze pulls down the board.
That's a couple times now I've seen Harvard do the work to get space, but not able to finish the play. And that happens sometimes when you're just not in a rhythm throughout the game because of the defense that Princeton is employing.
Belker was the target. Princeton has turned it over for just the 6th time in the first.
This is Harvard's time now. This is where they really need to not let this game get away and chip away at the lead.
Harvard is 7 of 22 from the field, just shy of 32%.
And I think exactly what they're doing right now is key, the ball movement. I was actually just going to say I didn't want to see handling.
Frustrating first half for Harmony Turner. 3rd turnover, tagged against her. Belker draws a crowd. Tall. Princeton, you really have to play with poise. And with that clock working against you in the backcourt.
Princeton has settled in nicely in terms of breaking the press. I mean, it's still a challenge to be sure, but they definitely look more comfortable than they did in the first quarter.
Amanze missed it. Gabby Anderson breaks out, junior guard. Played her high school ball at IMG Academy in Florida. Glenn Bello, no good. Anderson, an offensive rebound, and then threw it away. Chia. Amanze. She traveled.
Good.
So easy to get sped up when there is such pressure applied to you, as Princeton does in their player-to-player defense.
They got to be patient, you know. Sometimes they're rushing shots. Even if you go deep in the shot clock, wait for the best shot to materialize right here.
Anderson not able to get it to Rodriguez, and it leads to a turnover.
And the issue there was Anderson picking up her dribble too, just because they were a little bit thrown off balance, didn't knock him down.
Our producers Alex Bodner and Mike Galeta, my broadcast partner Maria Marino, and John Moses. Thanks for making us part of your Saturday afternoon for one of the most highly anticipated games in the Ancient Eight this year. Fatima Tall begins the second half with a three. Her first in 4 tries this afternoon.
What an opening statement out of the break for Fatima Tall.
Rodriguez is called for a travel.
Rodriguez offense, you know, just being more crisp and deliberate with their movements to prevent some of those silly turnovers.
Ashley Chia directing traffic, 5 first-half assists for her. Starting 5 on the floor for both teams. Tough catch inside. Turner comes up with the steal. Her second this afternoon, 4th in the nation in steals per game. Rodriguez inside. Against Parker Hill, she gets the roll.
Rodriguez, timely bucket. And I was just thinking before that play, I would love to see Harmony Turner let her defense fuel her offense. I think that's exactly what happened. Even though she wasn't the scorer on that possession, she gets the steal, they get the momentum up the floor, and they're able to get the basket as a result.
Anderson knocked it away. Turner, the pull-up is good.
And again, use field goal percentage. Now it's time for Harvard to play to their identity, forcing the turnovers, getting buckets off of those turnovers.
Foul in the backcourt. That is Anderson distracting the inbound.
I was wondering what that noise was. Was that audible over the air? I don't know. There was some screaming.
Atira called for a foul.
Something to stop their momentum.
Chia, Tall, Hutcherson, Hill, and Belker for the Tigers. 10 on the shot clock. Here's Hutcherson. Yes.
Hutcherson has been so good today. Just very poised, really clutch buckets. She is calling her number.
Anderson tries a 3. That's no good. Fatima Tall the rebound. Princeton pushing in the hands of Sky Belker. Her Turner forces the turnover.
Turner again.
Glenn Bello, no good. Turner is everywhere right now for Harvard.
This is what she's about. It's not just scoring. It's the wreaking havoc on defense, and it's the relentless nature of her rebounding.
ELENA Rodriguez, heavy off the back of the rim.
Man, I'm interested to see, too, how this plays out, because if you remember last week when Harvard played Yale, they weren't up big going into halftime, and the third quarter is really where they opened it up.
Turnover by Hill.
And only down 8, but when it's so hard to come by scoring because of this Princeton defense, it is concerning.
White, tough finish.
That
able
helps.
to get Hutcherson off her feet. Atira, the good hand on it. She has Christina Perella's into the game for Princeton, defended by Turner. First-year guard, Saddle River Day High School here in New Jersey. Perella in some trouble and is just able to break the timeline.
I give Perella credit dealing with that. I love to see that defensive energy from Turner. That's exactly what Harvard is going to need to turn this thing around.
Shot clock is at 5. Chia into her bag. She's trapped. Parker Hill beat the buzzer, and on we play.
A battle for the boards yet again.
Mismatches all over the place. Rodriguez, Turner comes to get it. Harmony Turner, yes!
Could tell it was pure the second it left her hand. Again, she finally has gotten some space.
She knocked it away from Perella. Amanze Being asked to dribble. Chia stepped out of bounds.
Just nowhere to go.
It's part of the history that comes at Princeton University.
Guess I shouldn't be surprised. Legendary.
Chia comes up with the steal out of the media timeout.
Ashley Chia's been a little bit quiet, I feel like.
Only 3 field goal attempts for Chia in this game, but she does have 5 assists.
That's correct.
Sky Belker with 5 on the timer. She lost it into the hands of Chia. Oh, it's a long 2 from the corner.
She heard me. She heard me, John. She was like, quiet? Who's quiet?
Chia broke that one free. Foul is called on Rodriguez. Madison St. Rose Tigers, in the immediate aftermath of that injury, suffered at Quinnipiac. Tall in some trouble, able to break the pressure. Belker the ball fake and finishes.
Great poise and patience by Princeton, and in particular Sky Belker, to adjust with Turner closing in on her. But again, if you can withstand the beginning part of that pressure, you have a good chance of finding an open person down low.
White inside Rodriguez, perhaps the easiest bucket all day for Harvard.
You read my mind, John. I don't think I've seen any bucket easier than that one right there.
Fadima Tall dribbles through the pressure and scores it. She just goes end to end.
Makes it look so easy. Fadima Tall just so calm, no trouble dribbling right through that press.
Rodriguez gets to her spot but missed. Wow.
There's been a few of those for Harvard.
Foul on Anderson. She caught Chia on the side.
It was 2 of 9 in the first half. She's 2 of 2 here in the third quarter. She had an offensive rebound. She had a steal. Harvard's got to get back to that, forcing turnovers, trapping like they're doing here.
Toby Nowacki, no good. Rebounded by Lydia Fatira, first-year guard from Greece. You can just see the maturity that she plays the game with great size at 6 foot tall. Working with ELENA Rodriguez. Loose handle. Foul is called on Amanze.
You know, I'm a little surprised we haven't seen more fouls in this game, considering, you know, how physical it's been and how tight the defense has been.
Fatira, heavy off the back of the rim. Offensive rebound, ELENA Rodriguez. Harmony Turner resets. Senior from Mansfield, Texas. Blows past Nowacki. Krupa for 3. No good. Offensive rebound. Fatira had it ripped away. Tigers recover it. Chia's on the run. No numbers. Belker hunting hers. No.
There have been times where the strength, the sheer strength of the Princeton players has won them possessions.
Another easy hoop for ELENA Rodriguez as Turner picks up her second assist. Back to a 6-point game.
Rodriguez just being a steady force. Ranks first all time in.
1 out of 2 for Fadima Tall. Parker Hill chases down the rebound for Princeton. Hill has drawn a double and throws it away. Rodriguez the steal. And then Hutcherson. Goodness.
These teams are just, they are trading blows.
Harvard's a bit stagnant right now.
Yeah, clearly.
Krupa, deep 3. No good. Harvard struggling from 3-point range all day. They're 1 for 12. Foul on the rebound is against Princeton.
Contact, but I'm just not confident that's necessarily the way that the game is going to be called based on how it's been called up to this point.
Rodriguez steps around Hill and scores it again.
So even right there, I thought Rodriguez absorbed quite a bit of body contact from Parker Hill, but good on her to play through that contact and not try to wait for the whistle. That one I didn't see exactly what happened on that play.
I mean, Chia like a blur, right past her, right off the hip. Rodriguez crosses. Turner shakes free of Hutcherson. Halfway down and out. Rebounded by Fatima Tall.
Tough.
Final 45 seconds of the third quarter. Tall. Hutcherson under 10. Pull up Jay. She's fouled. It's on Krupa, not giving her space to.
Maybe guilty on that. I said Chia was quiet. She scored. I said there's not a lot of fouls.
Well, Maria, what's going to happen next?
I'll let you know if I get a feeling.
Turner spinning, and she will shoot two.
So,
win for Linda Simino and Dartmouth. Picked in the bottom half of the preseason poll. But all 8 teams in this league are dangerous. You talk to every coach in this league, and they will tell you there's no easy game in this league.
well, especially because there are so few teams. They all know each other so well.
Turner crossing Hill, shovels to Rodriguez.
Where have you been all my life? A play like that, I mean, Turner just dazzling, just distracting the defenders, leaves her teammate wide open.
Tall, Hill with a mismatch against Anderson, had it knocked away. Centers. Chia for three, no good. Hill has the offensive rebound and scores it.
Just when it feels like Harvard takes a couple of steps forward, they kind of get knocked back a step because of the efficiency of Princeton, and they're just so solid, Princeton.
Turner, no. Cleared by Parker Hill. Harvard really hanging around in the backcourt. That has been a problem for the Tigers to beat today. Hutcherson, the athletic catch. She's in some trouble and is able to clear the paint just ahead of a 3-second violation. Chia tries a three off the backboard, no good. Rebounded by Sanaya Glenbello.
All things considered, Harvard has done a very good job on the defensive end. It's this end of the floor that they need to be careful about their shot selection and I think really be patient and try to get a good quality look.
Rodriguez is at the hot hand, blows past Tall and scores it. She's asking for an and one, none coming.
Rodriguez, what a veteran play there. I love how she kind of faked the, talking to her teammate, come over this way. Never mind, I'm going to take it myself.
Fatima Tall spending a lot of time ball handling in this game, dribbles into pressure. Glenbello saves it. Ahead to Harmony Turner. Had it knocked away by Chia. Turner throws up a wild shot and gets bailed out.
Down here.
Full court player-to-player pressure. Tigers beat it. Belker, just 4 points for her in this game, 3 assists. Tall with a size advantage on White. And that's out of bounds off the hand of Belker. Hill, 6 on the shot clock for Princeton. Belker gets a shot up. Fight for the rebound. Turner wins it.
How did Turner come up with that ball?
Glenbello, one pass too many, saved by Turner.
Again, Turner out of nowhere. It's like every time you turn around, she just pops up.
Turner. Nowicki knocked it away. Foul is called against Princeton. Her progress defensively. 1 out of 2 at the line. Rocco comes up with the rebound. The lead is 2 for the Tigers.
You can tell Rodriguez is playing with a different amount of comfort this half. Much more in control.
White sneaks through and we are tied.
Great job by White, but again, I really think Rodriguez kind of settling things down and setting the tone on that possession was helpful. But Belker with the answer.
A vintage play from Sky Belker, sophomore guard from Los Angeles, puts Princeton back in front.
You talked about how much this game means for Harvard. And
summer. And it has lived up to the hype. 2-point game under 5 minutes to go. Rodriguez, she's called for a travel.
Very physical game allowed this entire afternoon, so I'm not entirely surprised that we did not see a foul call.
Tall. Belker. No whistle, she scored it.
And again, on the other end, you could have argued contact on that play. I really compliment the players on both of these teams because they're playing through contact and they are not playing to the whistle. They're not waiting for the whistle.
Rodriguez gets the roll inside.
Rodriguez has been such a steadying force for Harvard, especially in the second half.
ELENA Rodriguez has 18. Tall is in trouble. Turner's got the steal. Turner, the drive and kick. Patira, no good. Hutcherson called for a travel on the rebound. She took a hard fall. Turner comes to get it. She tripped.
Wow, good on her to recover that ball.
Anderson, one more pass. Turner trying to shake free of Hill. We are tied again at 46.
That was an incredible bucket by Turner. I'm just sitting here thinking they cannot get any space at all. Like, that was such a tough shot for Turner.
Where do the Tigers go for offense on this possession, Maria?
It's a good question.
6 on the shot clock. Chia shakes free of Hatira and is fouled. Chia makes both. She's got 7. It's back to a 2-point game.
Every possession so critical at this juncture.
Rodriguez begging for it inside. She's got size on Fadima Tall.
She needs a cutter. Or
no,
not.
she doesn't.
Or not.
20 points for ELENA Rodriguez.
Just getting it done. Getting it done herself.
Under 2.5 to go. Chia comes to get it. Rodriguez the steal. And she's given Harvard the lead.
ELENA Rodriguez. She has been so good this half, just bringing the energy on both ends. And just as we expected, we're in a tight game here.
Olivia Hutcherson is back for Princeton. Defending Harmony Turner.
Nice to see Hutcherson's okay. She appeared to be cramping a couple of minutes ago.
Hatsira into a crowd. Tie up. Possession arrow to Princeton.
Harvard's got to be careful of letting any of the Princeton players break free to the basket.
Fadima Tall. No good. Fight for the rebound. A foul is called. What?
Oh.
It's a great look for Fadima Tall.
The open looks have really been hard to come by on both sides, and I keep saying, you know, when that happens and you're not really in a rhythm, when you finally do get open, it's hard.
Turner for three, no good. ELENA Rodriguez with an offensive rebound for Harvard.
Who else? She has been doing everything.
Timeout, Carrie Moore.
Smart. Understanding where we are with the time left in the game, how crucial each possession is. Making sure her team knows the best way to get something and execute.
Turner and Rodriguez work it. Turner into the paint, no good. Chia had the rebound and then is tied up, and Chia hit the
Carla Berube about that. Not going to stop her entirely, but just making every little thing she does tough.
Turner, no good from beyond. Rebounded by Fadima Tall.
It was a decent look, but now Harvard has to do what they do best and get a stop.
Tall. Hutcherson comes to get it. Belker. Working with Parker Hill. Belker to the pull-up. No good. She's got her own rebound. Timeout taken by Princeton with 31 seconds to go and 18 on the timer.
That's a win.
Nowecki checks in for Hutcherson. It's into Belker. Tall wants it against Sanaya Glenbello. No good. Rebounded Glenbello. Timeout Harvard. It's into ELENA Rodriguez. Turner.
So smart of Rodriguez to recognize that Turner was covered. She said, let me just get the ball in bounds.
Rodriguez inside with inches on Hutcherson. Rodriguez spins. Blocked by Hill. Tie up. Possession arrow to Princeton.
Wow.
Here we go with 3.7. It's into Chia. She steps back for the winner. Yeah!